Good day everyone, Brayden here coming to you from the other side of the Seven Seas Lagoon. We are about to head over here to the Magic Kingdom to take a look at the latest going on the Tron Coaster. We've done this many times. It's actually been a little bit since I've been over at the Magic Kingdom, so I'm really excited to check that out. I'm really hoping we get Tron this year. I'm very optimistic we might get it by the end of this year, so we'll take a look at all of that. But also something a little less talked about is the Walt Disney World Railroad, which I also want us to take a look at because that's something we should definitely be getting this year in 2022, that back open, and that alone is actually pretty exciting. So without further ado, let's head over to the Magic Kingdom and see what's going on. Heading off the monorail, you guys can see there are not many people here. The park is closing at 4:30 today, believe it or not. They're doing a cast member event, so not a lot of guests here today. Not a bad thing, right? Look at Main Street Station here, guys. It looks just about ready to go for the train, doesn't it? They refurbished the building itself, but they were also doing the new track along here for a while. And it looks like that's just about done too. There's no longer any sort of tarps up by the track or anything. Very exciting. So everyone, diving right into the news over here at the Main Street Station, what's going on with the Walt Disney World Railroad? The Walt Disney World Railroad has been down since December 3rd of 2018. Can you believe that? It has been down so long. Of course, the reason the Walt Disney World Railroad has been down primarily is because the Tron construction has been blocking its path since the end of 2018. Now, during that time, something else Disney's been working on is refurbishing the track all the way around the Magic Kingdom. They've been replacing the wood ties with these new ties, which are some sort of composite material. And of course, given how much time Disney's had, at this point, most of that work is done. Now it's just waiting for the Tron Coaster. And we're about to go take a look at that. But taking a look at the Tron Coaster already, you guys can see we are pretty far along here with the Tron Coaster construction, and now Disney is testing the Walt Disney World Railroad trains on the track, the completed part of the track. So they can't go all the way around just yet, but they are now in the testing phase here in May, and we have all the rest of the year. All they have to do is that one small portion of track through the Tron area. So as we see the Tron Coaster construction picking up here, we're sort of getting a 2-for-1, where not only are we hopefully getting the Tron Coaster soon, we're also getting the Walt Disney World Railroad. As you can hear, the Festival of Fantasy Parade is starting, which we'll be passing on the way over to Tomorrowland. Guys, for a really long time we've talked about the return to normalcy, whatever that is. I think it's this. I think it's the Festival of Fantasy Parade being back. That's so awesome. So everybody, getting to the news over here at the Tron Coaster. The biggest news, the biggest new development with the Tron Coaster isn't actually happening on the Tron Coaster construction site itself. It's next to it right here at the Tomorrowland Arcade, or at least what was formerly the Tomorrowland Arcade. That building you exit out into when you get off of Space Mountain, the area where you have merchandise and all of that. Now, we've known for a very long time Disney was going to do something with this building before Tron opened. If you look at the original Tron concept art for the Magic Kingdom, it almost looks like they were making the Tomorrowland Arcade open air or something. It almost looks like there's no doors there and you can walk right through. That might just be some sort of, thing with the art and not actually what they were planning, but they were definitely going to be doing something with this building, and now that is exactly what you are seeing. You can see we have walls up at the Tomorrowland Arcade. On the side of it here where you have the guest pathway back to Tron, we've said, this might be a big bottleneck. It's not a very wide walkway, so they are doing work on that right now, and it looks like just generally they are doing some updates with the aesthetics. This building in particular is very Art Deco. I believe it's inspired by a building in Ohio, which is very Art Deco, so they might be updating the style here to fit the new Tomorrowland aesthetic a little better, which is more mid-century. I noticed there used to be light poles here, which are now gone. Thankfully, I got a beautiful film photo of this building quite recently on Kodak motion picture film before they went in and started doing all this work. So that's the latest with the Tomorrowland Arcade. Taking a look at the Tron Coaster itself, you might be saying, hold on, Brayden, I'm looking at the construction right now, and you're on the people mover, but you're not moving. How are you getting this footage? Are you standing up there? The crazy thing is the last 2 times I've done these updates, when I've gone on the People Mover, it has stopped exactly where I could see all of the Tron Coaster site. I don't know what's going on here, some sort of divine intervention. Is it luck? Is it karma? Is it God? Is it a cast member? I don't know, but definitely something working in our favor there, so that's pretty awesome that that happened. It's just so weird because the rest of the time on the People Mover, it never stops. It only seems to stop right there for me, so who knows what that's about. Whatever the case may be there, I was able to get some really awesome footage, as you can see, where you can see the guest flyover walkway, which I thought was going to be a big to-do and take a really long time. It is really, really far along. Of course, they still have to do railings and painting and things like that. There's signage that needs to go in. There's still a lot of earth-moving work going on, trying to escape from the ambient noise that might be distracting you of those very antiquated Tomorrowland Speedway cars. We know that at the Tron Coaster, they are now testing the ride vehicles. I did not see that while I was on the People Mover, but that ride vehicle testing has been happening at just random times during some guest hours. I have not personally seen it yet, but that's another thing that definitely points towards the fact that this Tron Coaster, it doesn't have that far of a ways to go. And if you look at all the crews on site, all the work that's going on here, I think it shows that Disney wants to get this done. They are putting in the capital expenditure right now. They are trying to get this done. If Disney was putting it off for a while, oh, summer 2023, oh, spring 2023, why are they putting so much work into it right now? All these expenses that will be on their current fiscal quarter. Is there really that much work left to go? Of course, you can see there's still a lot of earth-moving work and things going on, but you know that's gonna be landscaping soon. It's gonna get underway here. It's gonna all happen. So I'm still hoping for 2022. It'll definitely be the very end of 2022 if my optimistic vision is actually what happens. Hopefully we'll get Tron this year. We'll just have to see. One other note on the Tron Coaster here, from the backside over by the Barnstormer, you can really see the canopy. Which from the other side, you know, because it's overcast, there wasn't really a lot of contrast. It's sort of hard to see. From this side, the angle the sun's at, you can really see the canopy versus the sky really standing out there. That canopy is a very odd material. It's a type of plastic, a special type of plastic, and it's two plastic sheets that are put together that Disney has inflated, and that's what creates the aesthetic you have there. Now, some parts of the canopy are more inflated than others, so some areas it looks really, really smooth, really, really nice. It almost looks like acrylic paneling. Other parts, it's still is a little bit more of that trash bag kind of look, but they're definitely still doing work here, and it looks like the parts that are very inflated, it definitely looks quite good. And if you look through the canopy from the inside, there's that cool Tron pattern that they did, which is another awesome detail. And honestly, the other thing with the canopy is, I think the aesthetics of it, I think it's definitely intended to be something viewed at night, because you have all those LEDs that are in there. Switching gears over to what's happening with the Walt Disney World Railroad, on this side, the Barnstormer side, they've started to put roofing over the railroad tunnel, where the Walt Disney World Railroad is going to pass right through here, through the Tron Coaster, right underneath your feet, and there's a tunnel underneath there, which you can see from the People Mover, that the train will be passing through, and that's how it gets around to the Main Street station. I'm telling you guys, we're definitely getting the railroad this year. I'm just so excited. They're doing testing with it, but some really, really awesome stuff. So here we are, we got the railroad, we got Tron, it's all coming together. 2022 for both, I hope. But we'll just have to wait and see. I don't want to keep you guys here. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe with those notifications on. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with you again here soon with another video. We'll see what's going on in Epcot. I got a Guardians coaster preview coming up very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll talk to you soon, live from the Walt Disney World Railroad track over here in Storybook Circus. This is Brayden. Thank you so much for watching. Have a magical day.